works so hard. It's like I was telling her yesterday, once you have seen darkness, you will fight tooth and nail to never see it again. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful.
American Music Award goes to Jay-Z.
It's like this hard to say.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, you know. And you can be in love with someone, you can love someone and you're not, and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications.
Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are. How you step on anybody.
You know, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder and they make threats. Like you have a choice. I really didn't feel like I had a choice. It was do this or this.
The Carrie Hilson versus the Carters drama just took another wild turn after reports surfaced that Beyonce may have threatened Carrie. And it all allegedly traces back to Jay-Z making a move on her and Carrie shutting him down. Now, fans are saying that might be the real reason Carrie's career tanked. While the beef between Carrie and Beyonce has been talked about for years, these new reports are adding a whole new layer, and it's getting dark. See, we've heard these same types of rumors about artists like Aaliyah and Maya. They also allegedly rejected Jay's advances and had to suffer the consequences of his bruised ego. As for Carrie, she first sparked controversy back in 2009 with her alleged Beyoncé diss track. But many fans now believe that was just the tip of the iceberg. Insiders are claiming Jay was showing interest in Carrie behind the scenes, and when she didn't play along, the power couple allegedly worked to push her out of the industry for good. And now, Carrie herself has broken the silence on this drama. So, let's break it all down.
And the struggle really is, how authentic and truthful can I be when I don't feel safe?
For the first time in years, Carrie Hilson is speaking out about her long-standing drama with Beyonce. During her recent appearance on The Breakfast Club, she alleged that she was forced to record a Beyonce diss song. While Carrie said she regrets how she handled the situation, she also clarified that she wasn't the one who wrote the diss. The struggle really is, how authentic and truthful can I be when I don't feel safe, right? Carrie explained. She shared that she initially refused to record the song. However, she hinted that Paulo de Don, whom she was signed to at the time, practically threatened her into doing it, playing dirty.
Playing dirty
to
a degree, and I don't.
Yeah, it's not rap.
So exactly. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful, you know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. You know, involving others and kind of threatening my career in a sense, in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight. But I was in tears, I was crying, I was adamant that I did not want to do that.
And for people that don't know, you were signed to Polo.
I was signed to Polo and Timbaland.
Correct.
Yep, in a joint venture at Interscope Records.
Yep.
And I was young, I was super young. I felt I had no power. I felt I had no choice. But I did record my version, which had nothing like that in it. It was on subject. The song is about men. And I think days after? He remembers more because he was there.
Wow.
He remembers more. Was it days after when it leaked? It leaked like days after I did it, but he promised me that wouldn't happen, so it leaked. And that was that. And I protected him. I protected the girl that wrote it, who went on to become famous. I protected everyone in the story, so I had to eat that. And I am still eating it to this day. Because I'm getting asked about that 16, 17 years later. It's like I've worn the scarlet letter, really.
See, this is just one side of the story. And now, some new reports are circulating, with fans digging up alleged receipts that it was Jay-Z who orchestrated this whole thing after Beyoncé allegedly found out Jay was getting a little too close to her. And keep in mind, this was happening when rumors about Jay stepping out on Beyoncé were all over the tabloids. But it would take years until Jay finally admitted he cheated. For years, he was allegedly covering up his tracks and blackballing female artists who rejected his advances. Now, some fans are speculating that this whole scheme to trick Carrie into dissing Beyoncé was masterminded by Jay. One fan on X said, "She was beautiful, had the features Jay-Z likes, and was incredibly well-spoken." They knew the problem Carrie was about to become. But redemption is here for Carrie, while the veil has been lifted off the Carters. Someone else added that Carrie probably rejected Jay's advances the same way Maya did, and both Carrie and Maya's careers went downhill after that. Maya too. That piece of ish can't take no for an answer, and tried Maya as well. Thank God she's vegan and can actually dance and sing to save her life. Independent works for her. And speaking of Maya, she's always shown support for Carrie. On April 26th, they'll perform together alongside Monica, Lil' Kim, and R&B group 702 for an exclusive girls' night out concert in Bridgeport, Connecticut. But in case you're confused about how this whole drama between Carrie and the Carters started, here's a quick rundown. It all kicked off back in 2009 when a track leaked online that fans believed was Carrie throwing shade at Beyoncé. The song, titled Turning Me On, never actually mentioned Beyoncé by name, but the Bayhive was sure some of the lyrics were about her. One line said, "Your vision's cloudy if you think that you're the best. You can dance, she can sing, but you need to move it to the left." Fans thought that was clearly aimed at Beyoncé, especially with the "to the left" nod to her hit Irreplaceable. Some fans also believed a few of the lyrics were directed at Ciara too. However, in a 2000
Like he's instigating something and giving more meaning into the lyrics than were initially intended. But no, he didn't like force me to do anything. I mean, it was a suggestion, and I told him, okay, I'll try it. You know, I'll try it, and that was just it. He was like, I want it a little more fiery, and that's cool. That's cool with me. I speak my mind, and you know, I make no apologies for it. So, you know, it's a hot verse. I love the verse. Yes, I heard specific names being brought up. No, it's not about that. No, you know, that was not where the energy was. I'm not retracting or you know, feeling some kind of way about how people feel that I'm doing, you know, that I did this. I'm not, I guess that's the only way I can say it. I'm not retracting. It's just that was never the energy behind it.
Carrie denied dissing either of them and said the song wasn't about Beyoncé or Ciara.
It's the price you pay, you know, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder. And they make threats, and those threats are huge ones. And you know what I mean? You don't feel like you have a choice. I really didn't feel like I had a choice. It was do this or this.
But the drama started up again in 2011 when Carrie wouldn't take a picture holding a Juicy magazine at the Soul Train Music Awards, and the cover just so happened to feature Beyoncé and Jay-Z.
Beyoncé and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something.
And while Beyoncé herself never said anything publicly about Carrie, there were rumors that she used her power in the music industry to mess with Carrie's career. On top of that, the Bayhive started going after Carrie both online and in real life. Things got so bad that 2 years after the magazine drama, Carrie had to speak out and ask them to leave her alone. Back in 2013, she wrote this on social media. "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit. Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long, enough is enough." Now, Carrie kept saying she didn't diss anyone, but she sort of suggested that Beyoncé did something behind the scenes that made her act the way she did at the Soul Train Awards. She said, "As far as whatever you're really mad about, I had my reasons. It's been years. Just chalk it up to your ignorance of my reality and let it go." But the hate toward Carrie didn't end there. She later claimed that Beyoncé's fans were even throwing CDs at her out in public. She said, "It's one thing to attack me on Twitter, but it's disrespectful to have the bravery and audacity to throw Beyoncé albums at me when I'm on the street." Over the next few years, Carrie tried to stay away from all the drama, but her career never really recovered. Then, in 2020, she finally opened up.
See, what's done in the dark will definitely come into light. Keep your threats up. I'm here today, and what I got to say, I'm gonna say it. So don't make idle threats to me. Cause see, I ain't Biggie. See, I ain't Beanie Siegels. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top. All them writing for you, and then the minute you get a little taste of success, you wrote them off. You just totally said, "I don't know him." Say you don't know me. I dare you. I dare you. Remember, all the receipts, all the proof, the old school footage.
Saying she was pressured to release that Beyoncé diss, and also shared that she got some serious threats when things were at their worst.
Patriots, I have this update just in. Someone in my comments, thank you, asked me, how did Uncle Ron die? I have some answers. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy. He died last month. He was only 59 years old, very young. Some people are whirling around that he died of that same pneumonia that Kim Porter had. Sounds a little bit shady.